Hello, good morning and welcome to Athavan newspaper highlights. Today is Saturday, 12th of November 2016. This is Edward with the highlights of today's English newspapers. Daily Mirror, Daily News and Ceylon Today are taken up for today's highlights. Firstly, let's have a look on the Daily Mirror. The main headline says, Attack on disabled soldiers, action against policemen. Action will be taken against the police personnel who attacked the prematurely retired disabled soldiers during the recent protest in Colombo, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe told in Parliament yesterday. I am satisfied with my performance, says President. President Maithripala Sirisena said yesterday he was satisfied where he succeeded in getting the 19th Amendment to the Constitution passed in Parliament and the setting up of the independent commissions. People of the South are scared of the word federal. People in the North are scared of the word unitary. 5 escaped Indian kidnap transplant racketeers arrested. They escaped from the Mirihana detention center on August 5 but arrested again. 5 out of 7 Indians who had escaped from the Mirihana detention center where they were detained in connection with the kidney transplant racket were arrested by the Pesale police yesterday, police said. Keshap optimistic that admiration towards Sri Lanka would remain. I think that the sense of admiration for Sri Lanka will long continue. With the election of Republican candidate Donald Trump as the president, US Ambassador Atul Keshap said he hoped the admiration of the new administration towards Sri Lanka would remain the same. Secondly, let's move to Daily News. Attack on disabled war heroes. PM vows probe. Measures to identify those who instigated protesters. 4 arrested in ATM theft scam. Vavuniya police yesterday arrested 4 persons involved in an ATM theft scam. The group has installed cameras inside the ATM cubicles to get the PIN numbers of those who use the ATM machines for monetary transactions. JVP to vote against budget. JVP Propaganda Secretary Vijitha Herath yesterday said that his party has decided to vote against the 2017 budget. He said that the 2017 budgetary proposals have been formulated to meet the conditions of the International Monetary Fund. The budget has dragged people from the frying pan to the fire by imposing more taxes and fines on them, he said. Budget 2017, a combination of President's PM's economic visions. Deputy Central Bank Governor Nandalal Veerasinghe, commenting on the 2017 budget, said it was more focused and bound to be more successful than the 2016 one. This budget is a combination of the President's and Prime Minister's economic visions. The President has always been more interested in growth through agriculture with investments in health and irrigation. The Prime Minister has been focused on the open economic concept and the creation of jobs through building of the export sector. Both these visions have been reflected well in the budget, he said. Finally, let's move to Ceylon Today. Bond scam endangers budget approval. President presses into legal action. The current lethargy that is transparently obvious in the legal foot dragging against those responsible for the massive losses caused to the government by the CB bond scam could well translate into a decisive issue for the government when it comes to getting yes votes to approve its 2017 budgetary proposals in Parliament. Parliament sources said that a group of SLFP ministers, state ministers and deputy ministers in the government are planning to meet President Maithripala Sirisena shortly to request him to order the relevant bodies to speed up the process of filing legal action against those deemed responsible for the scam by the COP report. Parliament to fingerprint MPs. Deputy Speaker Thilanga Sumathipala yesterday called on all MPs to provide their fingerprints to the Secretary General of Parliament to activate the electronic voting system. The fingerprints of all members are needed to activate the electronic voting system recently installed in the House. A new speaker system has been fixed in the chamber and the electronic voting system too has been made available, enabling the MPs to cast their votes. The new system would be activated shortly. Jayamanne, new bribery commission DG. President's Counsel Sarath Jayamanne has been appointed as the new Director General of the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption with effect from last Wednesday. Jayamanne, who currently serves as an Additional Solicitor General at the Attorney General's Department, received his letter of appointment from President Maithripala Sirisena at the Presidential Secretariat. Trump acted in film of Chandran Ratnam, declared Worst Supporting Actor at Golden Raspberry Awards. US President-elect Donald Trump had acted in a Hollywood film co-produced by the veteran Sri Lankan filmmaker Chandran Ratnam with actress Bo Derek. It was the 1989 film Ghosts Can't Do It, directed by John Derek. It had in the lead Bo Derek and Anthony Quinn. The film was shot in Galle in South Sri Lanka, Thotu in the Maldives, and the states of Wyoming and New York in the US. With that, let's come to an end of today's paper highlights. We will come with more news tomorrow morning. Thanks for listening to other newspaper highlights.